How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Big Six. First time ever. We're early. It was set for 10. It's 9:10. Hit the like button. Hype the video. Make sure you're subscribed. Individual channel looks in the description below. And big up FUAD in the building. Long time. What are you saying, FUAD?
All good, man. Always a pleasure to be here, brothers.
Come on, come on. And I say long time. I mean, since the last time FUAD was on, he's really active on his channel, people. So we love to see it. So make sure you go and love to see it as well. After watching that Tobes pain, it's always good to top it up with a bit of FUAD. You know, it's always that. That one is excellent.
Oh, man. It's a cruel game, man. The game is the game, bro. You just can't charge it.
I'm actually looking forward to hearing his frank opinions, man. I'm looking forward to hearing his opinions, you know, frank opinions on Frank, because we're bored of Toby's fucking dead opinions, man. But it'll be interesting.
he's twisted himself in circles, Tobes. But yeah, he's got the night off, people. He's somewhere working as usual, fixing a laptop in some continent. But he'll be back on Monday's show. And yeah. We got big FUAD in the building, so show some love, obviously, first and foremost. And like I said, 1,000 likes, nice and early. Let's end with 3,000 before the show ends, and let the individual channels flow as well. A lot of big content out, another branching out on Matisse's channel. So after this show, you've got content to watch. And Ashley Waters was on Loose Cannons. So listen, make sure that you support the content all around, people. Trust me, mad.
I'm on superstars now. Yeah, he's moving up, man. Now, how crazy that is. Ashley Waters, man. Them like that's
crazy, bro.
Yo, big up, man. That's crazy.
I robbed his. I robbed his. I robbed They Don't Know from Sainsbury's Wood Green in like 2002. Because my mum wouldn't get it from me. I was young, so I had to improvise. I was actually with my mum when I did it. She doesn't know.
Hey, that's what you can get away with it the most, you know, because you're innocent. Hey.
I felt so confident. You're the game, your mum. No one's watching you. Like it's just. I saw it. I thought.
Hey, that's real klepto behavior, man.
You know them UK albums weren't on the torrent sites, Napster and LimeWire. It wasn't on them ones. That was the US ones. It's
you got less security thing. Yo, I'm just here shopping my March, bro. You know what I mean? And it's quick time.
And he just come home. It's in the bag. How did that get there?
Hey, I don't know.
I've got that somewhere in the attic as well. Yeah, but listen, big things happening on all channels, people. So yeah, make sure you go support across the board. And yeah, Steve, he actually mentioned that, you know, he watches your stuff as well. It's funny, isn't it? Obviously, you two had a little interaction too already. So he supports the channel, the Big Six, everything.
He didn't like it when I did that little tour of the man cave and I just mentioned that Arsenal haven't won a European Cup and shit like that. He next minute Deshane's on me and that, so I was like, listen. I said, and then we had a couple of DMs and that, but he's cool. Yeah, he looks like he watches and that, but he gets it, man. He gets it. I told him, I said, put me in the next Top Boy. The Arsenal fans will love it if Big Steve got shut up on the estate. You know what I mean? So, he's like, yeah, man, I think so. If you see me in Top Boy, yeah.
Final words will be 4 in a row. Go on, bye.
Say, no, Shane, what you saying about 4 in a row? Next minute, I'm gone. I'm all over the place. I'm gone.
As Steve's dying, just like, you done 4 in a row.
4 in a row.
Tell him 4.
Legendary, man. Legendary.
But listen, we're here to talk football, so that's what we're going to do. Champions League football out of the way. Some Europa League and Conference League action happening right now, but we don't talk about that this season. And the Premier League back this weekend. I think the only place to start, I mean, we've started with Chelsea quite often in the past few weeks, but they're the surprise L in the Champions League this week. And they've got Everton at home. I mean, the only other tie probably tastier than that is actually Crystal Palace Man City, and you've just come back from beating Real Madrid away from home as well, Steve. So where do we, I mean, it's what do you guys think?
Let's start with City, man. Big win. Madrid, massive stadium, biggest club in the world. They've gone there, gone and beaten them, didn't even get out of second gear, and it's just, and then a title race. It's just mad. Got to start with City, man.
I mean, you don't sound too happy, but there's also a bit of hope in those words too. So.
I'm excited for Steve, man. Got big things planned for Steve next year, 2026.
Matisse is planning his own parade for City.
Unlike some people, you know, I'm not like excited about beating Real Madrid. It's just it's just what we do. You know what I mean? There's not going to be a 4-part documentary on it, a week-long episode about dissecting how the midfield is the best in the world, and, you know, all that kind of shit. Because, like I said before, it means fuck all if you don't win now. So no, it was a great result. It was. I was pretty confident in the week. Obviously, they've not been the best, but I've got some horrible memories in that stadium. Like, I've seen it firsthand, rise from the ashes and kick you in the bollocks, and it hurts. So I always thought, I think we can do it. I just feel like we're ticking along nice, getting into a bit of form, and we went a goal down. There was a good goal by Rodrigo. I think Nico O'Reilly give him a bit too much space, and then Donnarumma's angles were wrong. He should really not get beat from there. And I think last season before, 1-0 down at the Bernabeu, I think we've thrown in the towel there, and we sort of just feel sorry for ourselves, and we expect it. But we carried on going, and like you say, we did all right, and we didn't get out of second gear. We rode our luck a little bit near the end with Vinicius Junior, but we just did what we needed to do. We caused them problems. They caused us problems. It wasn't a bad game of football, to be fair. The ref was a bit, you know, you always get that in the Bernabeu, but at least he gave the penalty, you know. Some people might have bottled it there. He should have sent someone off late on. It was good to see Man United's old fullback looking absolutely outstanding on the left for Real Madrid. How they got rid of him, I don't know, because he was very, very good. But no, it was a good result. And like you say, we're in a bit of form now. We're keeping on moving. We're keeping on ticking. We had to win there because we dropped a bollock at home against Bayer Leverkusen. He changed the full team and it backfired and we got beat. So we needed to do it. But it was a good result. Nico O'Reilly again, a player that I spoke about when he played in a pre-season friendly against Charlie 2 years ago. I speak to him quite regularly. The kid's in dreamland. I sent him a message last night from Charlie to the Bernabeu. You live in the dream, man. And he was just sent me one back laughing and that. I mean, for a young kid, you don't get better than that. He's in the England squad. He could possibly go to the World Cup. He could possibly be first choice left back. He's not a left back. He's come in as a midfielder. Pep's basically said, I don't think you're good enough for my midfield. I'm going to make you a left back. And he's
is he the most underrated player in the league this season? Because he's kind of reminding me even of what like Lewis Skelly was doing last season in terms of being a midfielder, dropping into that left back position. He's taking the England spot, as you say. And even like in terms of consistency, like we're in December now and he's made that position his own. And going forward, he's got a lot to his game. Physically, I think he can handle himself defensively 1v1. Like there's not much missing from his game where I'm like, in terms of even like being in a good system and environment to develop in, this might be one of the best ones. But at the moment, do you think he's one of the most underrated players in the league?
Yeah, most definitely. I think last season when he played there, we was a bit unsure as fans whether is this just a temporary stopgap sort of thing? Is he doing this because we were poor? And then all of a sudden you can see it. He's learning, and I think the kid he's like a sponge. He's listening to Pep and the coaches, and he's getting better, like as a left back. And because he was midfield 10, he's got that little bit of tech about him where he can get himself out of a quick situation with a little swift move of foot, or he's not frightened to push the ball into a gap and drive into it. He can score goals. He can cross. So he's doing so well. And like you say, we just got to keep going with him. He's keeping Ait Naori out the team. He's not getting a sniff. But no, and the most underrated player, I think, this season from us is Nico Gonzalez, mate. Because the Rodri-shaped hole we had in that team was massive. And it was we were spewing results left, right, and centre. And it was all about, we need Rodri back, we need Rodri back. We wondered why we signed Nico. And then he's come in this season, had his run of games. Don't get me wrong, I don't think he's as good as Rodri. But I tell you what, he's everything we need. He breaks the play up. He can turn out of tight situations, get us playing on the front foot. He's winning aerial duels. He's getting about the pitch, and he looks a decent player now. Whereas everyone was wondering why we signed him. So we're going under the radar. I don't think anyone expected us to be where we are, and we're doing all right. January's coming up. Hopefully, can just add a couple more players there, because I don't think our second string is as good as what it should be. If we get one or two injuries, the backup guys are nowhere near the first choice ones. You know, if we lose a Haaland, we got to play a Mamouche. It's not really going to happen. If Doku goes down, you're going to be playing Savinho. Nowhere near it. Do you know what I mean? If the defensive midfield position goes, we've got nobody. We've got nobody to go there. Calvin Phillips, maybe, and he's not even on the bench. So, no, at the minute, we're doing all right. Like you say, it was a good result, and all eyes are on Palace. That's the game we got to win. It's a tough place to go, so we need to make sure we're switched on for weekend, you know?
I don't think City went out of second gear, man. I don't think they played amazingly well. I don't think they had to play amazingly well. I thought Real Madrid were just so wasteful in front of goal. I mean, there was a big chance for Endrick, but apart from that, they huffed and puffed. Like, there wasn't really much like for City to do. I don't remember City having a clear-cut chance. Maybe Doku, best chance of the game. I don't think there was
that one when
double save from
O'Reilly crossed it and Haaland hit it on the volley.
That one. Yeah.
And Turkey, got to mention Turkey as well. He was taking the piss, mate.
Yeah, he was. I can't lie.
He was nutmegging people. He had Rudiger, like his head in a spin. He's another player, Turkey, where he's just 30-odd million quid. Wow. That's all I'm going to say. Wow. He's got his flaws. You know, there's a reason he's 30 million quid, in my opinion. I think he has got his flaws, but if Pep can get that out of him, we've got one hell of a player on our hands. But Real Madrid, a lot of whinging. See Vinicius, when he got brought down on the first minute, he thought he got a penalty. He's cheering in the box while he's laying on the floor and that. The guy's a fucking idiot, mate. And that banner that I made rattled him to the core, mate. 300 million views, whatever it got, that banner. But they had a banner last night, so I got blamed for the banner. Apparently, my banner made Real Madrid win. So did their banner make us win last night? Is that what we're saying now?
You're having a banner off, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? I was going to ask you, what do you think you got more chances of winning this season? The Champions League or the Premier League? Because the Champions League is open. Do we see a clear favourite this year? I don't think we see a clear favourite.
I think it is open. I said that a few weeks ago, but we said we went back to Paris, and you just don't know who's going to come at the death. You know, there's a team in there somewhere who's going to start picking up form in that Champions League. You're going to think, fucking hell, I don't want to go there, play them. It could be City. I don't know. I mean, we're in a good position in the league, and we're in a good position in the Champions League. So I don't know. I literally don't know. It's consistency. We've said it on here. We've all spoke about our teams being, and consistency is a word that none of us can say at the minute. We're really, you know, doing that. You know, Arsenal at the minute, last few results, not showing consistency. So I don't know. We take it every day as it comes, but we'll see.
What the rest of the football connoisseurs on this panel, purists?
I'm going for Bayern, man.
Bayern for me.
I feel like there's 3 or 4 teams. I'm looking at Bayern, I'm looking at City, I'm looking at Arsenal. And I can't even lie. I know you don't want to involve yourself or whatever, but Liverpool, if there's any hope of saving this season, that's it.
He's involved. He's already said it from beginning.
Yeah. So for me, if there's any, and you lot always in Europe, you stand a chance. But PSG as well, you can't rule them out. So I think there's like 4 or 5 teams. And as Steve said, come February, once that January window's closed, and you get a better look at kind of teams' forms. Injuries always happen in that second half of the season as well. We've seen how much it impacts teams. I think that's when you can really kind of look at it. But at the moment, it's anyone's game.
And to be fair,
if you think about it, PSG rewind 1 year exactly. Yeah. You remember PSG was struggling.
Yeah,
Liverpool were out. 2-0 down. They were out. It was finished. It was gone. And then they won 4-2 and then went and won the thing.
Liverpool were flawless in the group stage. Yeah,
every win through the group stage, it was madness. And then, you know, Bayern Munich weren't really informed that season. This season, I swear to you, I know I made Arsenal favourites a few weeks back. I'm still saying Arsenal, but it could be anyone.
It all depends on the draw, innit? Once March comes, you can kind of then see how it all plays out. You can you can imagine it playing that. Now it's kind of hard to say. You don't know who's getting what where.
Too early.
Yeah, I think it's too early.
We're always scared to rule out Madrid, yeah? Especially Matisse. Matisse, are we ruling out Real Madrid this season, though? Come on,
I'm not ruling out anyone. I'm not ruling out Chelsea. You know,
I'm ruling out
Real Madrid is they could sack Alonso, bring in Zidane, and just win another one. Like they've got that in their locker.
Oh, Matisse, did you try to sneak Chelsea in there?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
He said it already.
I don't need to sneak us in. You mentioned Liverpool, so there's absolutely no. You mentioned Arsenal, who haven't got any European pedigree.
Okay.
What are we doing here? If you're gonna mention clubs with zero European pedigree,
every time Matisse shows a little bit of chest other than his tits, it goes tits up. Like I say, he turned up with the army
Hold
vest
on a
on and the
second.
war hat.
Hold on a second.
Retreated over the hills.
Let's rewind a second. You showed a hell of a lot of chest going to Porto, and you came back sunburnt, and you were pissed. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you just took it back to 2021?
No, because we're talking about Champions League, and again, you've got no respect.
In
You've got one
2020, hey, hold on a minute.
Hold on a second. We're
In
talking
2021, we were sharing a flat with your mate eating pot
Mate,
noodles.
Exactly. And look at us now. Look at us now. Living well.
We're living, man.
You got LED lights. You got LED lights. You got 2 doors instead of 1 door.
Listen. We're talking Champions League. We have to have respect. We're talking Champions League. We're the most recent team in London in terms of European heritage at this level. So why are we not included for? Why is Turkish just getting waltzed into the room? He's never been in before, apart from Barca defeat Sol Campbell. Why is Liverpool involved in a conversation when they're struggling more than us? I don't understand what's going on. Steve's still got no respect. I'm so confused.
We've won the treble. We've won the treble since them days, mate. You should have respect.
What did 2021 do for you on Wednesday?
He tried to
We've just said
wins in London.
We've just said PSG were down and out last Christmas in the Champions League. Chelsea are not even in PSG's position. We're nowhere near there. So there's, I'm not ruling out anyone. I'm not ruling out us or Real Madrid. If you guys want to do that, you're more than welcome to. Go ahead.
They did beat. He's got a point though. They did beat PSG in the final. Like they were Barcelona, in that big position.
Saeed, and Saeed, don't worry about it, man. So. Nah, don't worry about it, Saeed. Just leave them to it.
Man, I'm not ruling out Chelsea.
Listen, you never know, man. It's gonna be open, man. I don't know why we don't talk about Tottenham. FUAD, do you wanna say something?
Hey. We're just happy to be here. We got here through the back door. You know what I mean? 17th place. Europa League winners. We're just glad to be here, guys.
We just have to be here, man. They out on that. I hear it.
I mean,
does anyone see it? Yeah. So back to City. Does anyone see Palace causing an up? Would it be called an upset? I mean, Palace have been good this season, but their home form recently, 3 draws in the last 4 at home. Their wins are coming away from home more frequently than at home at this moment in time. Anyone see an upset on the cards?
It depends.
Munoz is out as well, man. Munoz is out for 3 weeks.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Munoz is out for 3 weeks.
That's a big loss. Yeah,
he hasn't really rotated. I mean, he's not played Mateta, and yeah, that's about it. It's only really Mateta that's not played, and maybe Mitchell.
No way.
Yeah, they can't rotate, bro. Their squad is very, very small, and their record after Europe is not great. You know,
but
they
to
get
be
tired
fair,
towards him.
But to be fair, Steve City haven't been rotating much as well. He's got his lineup now, and hasn't he? Near enough.
Yeah.
He's pretty much being consistent. So
but they're used to it. They're used to it. No, Man City are used to it. Man City are used to doing this. Crystal Palace aren't. They haven't got that experience.
Man City are used to it because they rotate a lot, Saeed.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't rotated recently. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good game, but Munoz is massive loss. You know how much I love Munoz. Like,
bro, Munoz
now,
massive.
Before the hype, I told you so. You know what I mean? But Munoz is the one, man. Every club should be looking at him. Every single club. I'm talking in Europe.
He's how old is he though? 29, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's still 29.
Yeah, he's already been twerking for United. Mentioned United once in an interview, so that's him.
No, he mentioned United. I think Real Madrid. He mentioned a couple of clubs, so that his dream to play for them one day. So
players of club that United play, you know, just say
there's a bit of a difference between Real Madrid and United at the minute.
You see what Cunha? Hey man, don't worry, we'll talk.
Yeah, we'll talk, man. But I think for me, it's one of them ones where it's the amount of games that GRIZZ has got to play. I do feel sorry for him. I can't lie to you. Like he's spoken a lot of times in the press conference about the amount of games and the squad that he's got. He's doing amazingly. What are they? 5th in the league? You know what I mean? And they're still competing week in, week out.
They're 4th.
Yeah, I mean they've just come off of back-to-back wins. It's you got to give credit to GRIZZ, man, with what he's been put through and everything like that. And the amount of players that he's lost and still competing in the Premier League like the way he is. You got to commend that, man.
Future United manager.
Say that again.
Future United manager.
I'd take him. I would take him 100%. You know what I mean? I think I don't think he'll come to us, but I think he would be amazing. I can't lie to you.
He'd definitely come. Why wouldn't he come?
I think
he's got his eyes on another job, man. I reckon.
I think a lot will depend on this January because obviously one of the recruitment in the summer. I think obviously they're probably going to lose Guehi in the summer, but it'll be announced in January. How he's backed in January, I think, especially considering he's got them this high up in the table, I think it'll be a deciding.
If Slot gets sacked,
he's gone at the end of the season. 100%. He won't be Palace manager next season.
We rarely ask, but obviously Pep's probably on his last contract. Steve, would that be someone you entertain at Glasner, or are you looking at a bigger? No. Yeah, okay.
I think Vincent Kompany's lined up for us.
100%.
Ooh, I like that.
That's fair.
I think Vincent's lined up. I think that's his dream job. He said that before. And I think that he wouldn't take the job if he didn't think he can handle it. But what he's doing in Bayern Munich, obviously they've given him a big contract, but I feel like it might prolong Pep. City seem to know, when Mancini, they got Pellegrini. Pellegrini knew where he stood in the pecking order. He won us the league, but he knew Pep was coming. We waited for Pep. And now I think they'll have it in motion. They'll know when Pep's going. And whoever the replacement is will know that's when Pep's going. So something will be in the pipeline. I think it'll be lined up for Vincent Kompany, I think. Or Enrique, Luis Enrique's contract runs out at the same time as Pep's. So you don't know if they go down that route until Vincent finishes at Bayern. I don't know. But I think Kompany's destined to manage us at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xabi Alonso is probably Liverpool.
Nah, man. Fabregas at City, it doesn't sound like that's something that's going to happen.
Nah, man.
Company City.
Arsenal only.
Well, I think Matisse might say something about that because I think they'd take him.
I don't know if we take him right now.
Chelsea, Vincent at City, and then Xavi at Liverpool. Ooh.
Yeah, he's obviously got Chelsea connections. He's a Chelsea legend, so you have to consider him. But I think it might be maybe a bit too early as well. I kind of like just let him settle. Just keep doing what you're doing for now. It's a big step up, Como to Chelsea. So
I don't know. I'm seeing your thumbnails and titles about Maresca. I'm thinking he might be the next one in line.
No, you didn't see anything crazy from me. You just saw very fair analysis on what happened against Atalanta, which was criminal behavior. I didn't put on a shirt and get the Maresca out on the front of my chest like you. You know what I mean?
you ain't there yet, brother. You ain't there yet. Well, don't worry, soon. I see it.
Someone needs to recreate that. I'll be honest. Even as a joke, someone needs to recreate that because that was legendary.
I've got a Guardian cutout about it somewhere. I'm gonna bring that out for our little end of year Christmas meeting or content we're gonna do. All right, cool. Let me do some super chats on the City game against Real and Palace moving forward. Let me quickly just scroll up. Jazzy Jeff in the house. Let's see what he has to say. Funnily enough, that's the DP there. Top 4 Turkish anxiety traits. 1, sipping water. 2, index finger touching side of head. Rearranging hoodie, number 3. And number 4, leaning back like Fat Joe. Kailu is coming.
This man's on a study tip.
I don't know. We'll see. He's a psychologist, maybe. Maybe that's how he knows how to get under Tobes' skin so much.
Proper.
It's all making sense. Big up Jazzy Jeff. Gutam says, Steve, for the first goal, was it not Nico's fault he left space in the middle, and on the ball he is not that progressive? Thoughts?
Yeah, I said it was his fault. His positioning was not the best. There was no midfield, though, to be fair. He's not that progressive. He's doing what he needs to do. I don't think Pep wants him, going on a mad one. I think he's just got to learn that position. And I think at the minute, he's one of the best about. So, yeah, he's all right, man. Bit harsh there.
Floors says, just seen the absolute horror take MLS over Nico, right? Horror take, bruv. Come on, man. Calm it down, brother. The seasons are pretty comparable. Last season, MLS, and this season, O'Reilly. And don't forget, MLS took the step up internationally as well, and Champions League knockouts. So O'Reilly's doing well right now. Obviously, he's playing more game time. but you can't call it horror. Chelsea fans are ham rolls, says Champions League wide open. We smacked up dusty Bayern. You sound like you support Chelsea with your delusional takes sometimes, except Turkish. Marcos.
Do you remember Arsenal slapped up PSG in the group stage last year as well?
Yeah, they won the Champions League.
Who's that for?
That's why calmer. You stay calm around here. Marco says, no one respects the kid with the nice toys and kicks once the mum's sugar daddy is gone.
That sounds like something some scruff would say. In it, your dad's probably got off, yeah. And you've got no dough, so you're thinking, yeah, that guy's dad's worked hard and got loads of nice gear, so I'll just hate on him, innit? We all know them guys.
I actually think that one was for Matisse, but Steve jumped in and just
Listen, any oil money around here, many of us will jump in and
if the shoe fits.
Don't disrespect the cash injection FCs, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, while we're on subject, L9 says both times we won the Champions League, both times Ops were shocked and gave us no chance. Our league form goes out the window in cups. We are defo in the run for the Champions League. All right, cool. Wait, we got a member chat as well. Mab says, surely Big Steve's final word on Top Boy would be, quote, taken it on the chin. Big up the lad. Amazing.
Got to be done, man. The chain's there's got to be done, man.
We got to do a parody.
There's got to be a cameo for me there.
Cool. All right, let's do predictions then. Let's see where we're at in the table. Just to give ourselves a reminder of the order. SAEED is top, 48 points. I'm in second on 47. Steve's in third on 46. Matisse in fourth on 41. Tobes in fifth on 40. And GRIZZ still bottom on 35. Cool. All right, SAEED, Palace versus Man City.
I'm going to go... 3-1 Man City.
3-1 City. I'm going to go 2-2. Steve.
2-0 City.
2-0. Matisse?
Yeah, 2-0 City.
2-0 City. Let me just double check just to confirm this, because he would be very foolish.
Please.
And yeah,
Please.
He is very foolish.
He's in his favorite city.
Predictions.
Lacking.
So,
yes.
FUAD, what's your prediction?
2-1 City.
Chris has got a lifeline here again.
I know.
Wait,
I know.
Steve, that means I got 4 chips.
Yeah.
GRIZZ, go on. Make your prediction
2-1.
count.
2-1 City. Come on, City. 2-1.
2-1
Give it me.
All right, cool. All City wins, apart from me, who's predicted a draw. Sunday, 2 p.m. That's the kickoff. Moving on. Let's get into Chelsea then, Matisse.
Yeah, there's no bro. It's just a madness. Maresca he cooked up an absolute bruh. I honestly, the words will escape me if I speak too much on what this guy did against Atalanta with them substitutions. Obviously, we were 1-1 at that stage. I don't think we were playing brilliantly even when we took the lead. I think we were just getting through an away game in the Champions League, bit of a smash and grab, weren't creating a plethora of chances and pure domination. But I was never worried. I wasn't looking at Atalanta and Scamacca and these guys and thinking, yeah, we're gonna have a big problem here. There's a lot of kind of ex-Premier League players in their team. Zappa Costa coming on, Klasanac, all these guys. You know, they're not a great team. They're 12th in Serie A. They're not anything special. They're very Europa League. And I was like, you know what? We might not play anywhere near our level, but if we could just manage the game, just keep ourselves in check, we'll get through, we'll get the win, we'll go home. It's nothing glamorous, nothing impressive, but we should get it done. And this manager, around 65 minutes, just decides he's just going to just throw an absolute nuke, throw a grenade into the game and just say, I'm going to lose this game for us. I'm going to make the wackiest, wildest substitutions. They don't make any sense. You've got a fullback fetish. I get it. The inverted thing. You got one guy in there, Reece James. We're all acclimatizing to that, getting big performances. You pair him up with a midfielder in Caicedo, we can handle it. You know, we're very reasonable people. You got Cucurella in the half spaces in the 10s since last season, but he's crashing the box, getting headers, scoring goals. All right, cool. This brother said, nah, man, we ain't done there. Gusto, Cucurella, Reece James, midfield 3. Whilst Caicedo's on the pitch, he put Caicedo centre back. I saw Caicedo standing behind Reece James, standing behind Gusto at centre back, whilst Achimpong's at right back. So we got 3 right backs on the pitch, a left back who's playing in midfield as an 8. He's got Gusto going into a 10, pressing behind João Pedro. He's got Gittins on the right and Esteval on the bench. Gittins never done anything on the right wing in his life. Dortmund left wing, Chelsea left wing. He's got him right wing, Garnacho. I'm like, this is sabotage. I go at the directors all the time. I was in an argument with Don on All You Can Eat Chelsea on Tuesday. It was all mad. All kicking off. Wednesday, sorry. All kicking off. But in this game in isolation, it was criminal what he did. He threw the game away. And I have no idea why to this day. You don't have any control of that midfield. You don't have any creativity in that midfield. You don't have any real goals in that midfield with the 3 fullbacks there. Reece James obviously got an assist for João Pedro's goal. We're not creating enough chances as a team. I don't know why he looks at the profile of wingers we have and thinks they need to be getting chalk in their boots instead of getting closer to goal. Garnacho needs to be closer to goal. Neto needs to be closer to goal. Esteval, Gittins, the same will apply. These guys are not going to be Elise's or to be Cherki's, get chalk on their boots and nutmeg people and create with long-range passing and reverse passing from all this wide playmaking positions. But he's never going to overlap the fullbacks consistently, so we have to deal with that. But yeah, it's on him, and we've now winless in 4. We've now gone from, in the space of a couple of weeks, in striking distance, trying to prove a point, to 5th, 1 point behind Palace, level with United, 1 point ahead of Everton, 13th in the Champions League. If they don't go to Naples and win, they're most likely doing playoffs. So you're going to have extra games there, probably a Carabao Cup semi-final unless they lose to Cardiff. FA Cup starts with a team that's already struggling fatigue-wise, obviously off the back of a Club World Cup. Maybe Enzo Fernandez needs to get in the gym. I don't know. But he's gassing out. Cucurella gassing out in that game. Done for the second goal. He doesn't trust Hato. He doesn't want to use him. He doesn't want to play Santos in for Enzo. He doesn't want to. So he's been rotating more than any other Premier League manager. I've seen the statistics. He's rotated more than any other Premier League manager. So the issue is not he needs to rotate more. It's just his choice of rotation is looking dodgy after that game. And then, of course, if you don't trust the rotation options, or they're not ready for whatever reason that he can't come out publicly and say training or the level isn't high enough, well, then yes, you do go back to the recruitment and you do ask the question as to why do we not have the quality depth that we need to compete in all these competitions, knowing that we are going to be in all 4 comps. And December is looking rough. And it's mad because it started way worse than last year. December 22nd, I think we drew with Everton last year, and then it started to fall off the wagon. Fulham. We played 4 games in December. We've not won a single one of them. So I don't know what this month has in store for us. I don't know where it's going to take us, but yeah, it's dark, very, very dark.
Interesting, man. I can't lie. I'm loving it, man, because now we get to see, because these fixtures that I'm seeing coming up soon, man. They got Everton, obviously, who are in form right now. I think they got Newcastle, Aston Villa. Oof. I mean, where would Chelsea be after this? You know what I mean? And you know, they've got big ambitions this year, man. They say no messing around. 1 minute it was a title race. You know what I mean? Obviously, if they'd have won Arsenal. But now it's looking like, we've got to hold on to this top 4, man. So, boy, you know what I mean? Cole Palmer needs to get into this team and start working some magic, man. Because this attack, I don't know, man, if it's gonna hold on, man. Garnacho, Gittins, you're asking a lot for them to do. João Pedro's not really in form. I know he scored. Delap's out for what? How long's he out for? 4 weeks,
4 to 6 or 8 weeks. I
4
don't know.
to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 to 8.
You know
Bro,
what I mean?
this club, it could get extended.
Yeah, no, I
anyway.
hear it, Matisse, I hear it. But it's gonna be spooky, you know, man. Like, it's a test of the fan base, you know what I mean? Whether they go in on the manager or they trust the process. It's man. It's
I think
funny
the next month or two, as you say, will decide that. Or even with Maresca, I always feel like the Chelsea fans have been so like up and down with him in terms of big games. He'll go and win them, and they'll be like, you know what, we got something here. And then they'll go and lose a couple of games against teams that they should beat. And then it's like, hold on, this guy's doing questionable decisions and playing players in questionable positions. So I think this next month is definitely going to decide whether, because you want to see progression from where you were last year. Last year was kind of a similar thing. You started off really well, a lot of players in good form. Come December, January, it all just kind of went out of the window. But then you said, at least, you know what? We've got the Conference League we can pick up. We've got the Club World Cup we can pick up. And that will paper over some cracks at least. And this year, you want to be able to at least see that progression in that next year. And I think if Chelsea fans don't see that, and he keeps making these kind of weird tactical decisions, it's only a matter of time for Maresca, I feel like. But these are also the type of games which Chelsea do turn up for when their backs is against the wall. So I don't know. It could go either way.
I've always pretty much, I've always backed the manager. I've never really come close to wanting him out, and I'm not close to wanting him out now. But the game against Atalanta was the first time where I was like, no, you're a criminal. That was like, I'd say that was probably his worst managerial performance, because I just think it was lunacy. It's just insane what he's done there. And people talk about replacing him. The names that they'll bring to the table, the directors, I don't even want to get involved. Genuinely, I'm not involved. I don't even want to begin
I see
to
some crazy names out there.
Bro, I know exactly what's going to happen. I know what the shortlist looks like. And the thing is with Chelsea is that they knew what they were getting with this manager in terms of the system, the style, the inverting of the fullbacks, the learning, the curving, the developing, the understanding of the Champions League. And the first time, when you go for young coaches that have never been in these situations and scenarios, they are going to make these errors. Now, granted, this error was far too big, and he's made other errors that have been unnecessary, like playing Tosin over Josh Achampong. Josh Achampong was brilliant in the first half. Yeah. That was all you needed to know as to why you should never have been playing Tosin ahead of him this season, especially with all the mistakes he's had. But, boy, if you think these directors are going to go and bring in some seasoned vet, the guys that have been always at the negotiation table and have just been walking away from it, Enrique, etc., all these guys, because they can't agree on the policy and the structure of the club and the way we go about our transfer business, it's going to be rookies from top to bottom. And what you don't want to do is spend all your 2 years developing, going through all the hard learning curves with the manager. He's actually now starting to maybe get to a point in his third, fourth season where, okay, there's expectation on him now, but he's actually getting to a point where he's improving, like someone like Arteta has gone through. And then you replace him and you go back down to the bottom again with another rookie. And then you put the new expectations on the rookie that's going to have to start from the bottom. That's all I'm wary of, because I know exactly what the shortlist looks like from previous experience. But here's what it is.
It looked like he was adapting, though. What's changed now? Because obviously he looked like he kind of gone over that hurdle and kind of like, you know what I mean, at the start when he was messing around, he was getting a lot of praise for the big games, the in-game management. I don't know, man. It's almost like he goes back to default, man. It's a bit of a weird one with Maresca. Like he looks like he's learning, he's getting along, everything's working nicely, and then it's like, I'm not saying it's like Guardiola when he overcomplicates it.
Pet tendencies.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Sometimes Maresca does it. Sometimes it's like a genetic trait that gets passed over from when you work with psychotic gene, bro. You overthink it sometimes, and you think you're playing this outside the box method with 3 fullbacks in the middle. They can spread wide and play the inverted.
Bro, literally, you're playing lesser teams. You have better players. Yes, there's fatigue. Yes, there needs to be rotation. But the be all and end all is you should be able to overpower them with the quality that you have on the pitch. You shouldn't need to go to these big brain, wacky tactics that just overcomplicate the game, put people in positions that they can't execute the actions that are necessary. But to put this into context, I know it feels like a long time, and I said this on All You Can Eat Chelsea. It's one bad week. In context, no one was talking about the manager's job against Arsenal at full time. Not a single soul. So I think we need to be a bit mindful about the fact that it's been a bad week. I'm personally backing him to get out of that, as I have previous bad runs Go and prove it against Everton. Go and get Newcastle away is going to be an absolute boy. That's long. That's the one I did actually earmark on this list of probably a loss. So he's now got to get something there. But yeah, I just think people are. I don't think people are even ready to pull the plug. But I think it's a bit hasty, personally. Even though it was a shocking performance.
You know what's so weird?
Criticize in isolation.
I feel like that's what the way the kind of league is set up at the moment. It's like you have one bad week, and it's like you drop from 2nd to like 11th. Like we are at the moment, I'll be honest with you. And then you go from losing one more game and you're 14th, and people are talking about, hey, there's 7 points off the drop. It's like, even in the Champions League, bro, you're like, you could have won your first 3 games. You draw 2, and all of a sudden you're 22nd, and you're like, what the hell? Like, the gap is just so close nowadays, and it's just narratives change so quickly. Do you know what I mean? So
look at Everton's a prime example. Everton were like at least 14th, 15th. And look where they are. A couple of wins.
Bro, remember Aston Villa, first 5 games of the season. Couldn't put everything together. Now they're in Champions League places again. They're getting surprise wins over Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Like, the scripts change so quickly, bro. It's like United that have been having a disaster all season. You're how many points away off 3rd or whatever? You're just like, what is this weird season that we're in where 2 or 3 results literally just change the whole view of the targets, the manager, the thoughts on players.
The problem is, before though, they could have been within 3 points of Arsenal. Then the whole situation happened with the fan base, not Matisse, but there was a man that we're talking. And now don't
get it twisted. The over celebration of that draw is definitely back to bite them. They don't want to admit it. It's okay. Yeah. And it's okay. Sometimes you get those, tough fight draws. It's a good day at the office. We didn't get beaten up, but at least we got something on him. You know what I mean? We leave there. And they took that a little bit too far. And I feel like, you know what I mean? Past a week or so, someone's been like, hey, listen, humility is important. That's the lesson we can all. Football is a humbler. That's GRIZZ always says.
Yeah. And GRIZZ, you wanted to say something, but got cut off. Do you remember?
No, I like Mariska. I think he's sound, man. I think he's obviously. Well, here we go. Here we go with my opinion. Man says, here we go, I like him. I think he's doing an all right job. He's good. He's learning on the job. That's the problem. Because it's his first big club. When you move from a club, which is a project from Leicester City, was it Leicester City, wasn't it? And then you move into Chelsea, it's a whole different project. It's a whole different type of player. It's a higher caliber player. It's a higher ego of a human being. He's dealing with stars. He's dealing with big bucks. He's dealing with big squads. So he has to, he has to manage. And unfortunately, it takes time. He's a project manager. Chelsea wanted a project manager. They've now got a project manager. So they have to stick with the project. And I know Matisse obviously has his own opinion on his club, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But that's the way I look at it. They've totally revamped their policy. And they're buying younger project players with a younger project manager. So inconsistencies are going to come. We know they can beat the likes of Liverpool, Barcelona, PSG, hold Arsenal. And then they've showed the inconsistencies against weaker opposition. So I don't know what that's down to. Is it a mentality thing? It's definitely not a talent thing because they've got the talent to beat the best. So, but that will come. He'll learn to manage better. And this year was always going to be tough. Mixing Champions League with Premier League is a whole different ball game from Conference League to Premier League. And I said that, and this is how it's panning out to be. But they'll be all right. They'll be in and around the top 4. I think they need to maybe win a trophy of some sorts again, because that's Chelsea's mantra is trophies. So, yeah, I think he's all right. Nothing to panic about, but it can be stressful because it's inconsistent.
Got a few.
You're on mute.
Who's on mute?
Last point, sorry. But I think, I just don't think they've realised the toll that the Club World Cup was going to take and matched up the quality of the incomings with that, because it was already going to be tough, bro, with the jump up with the manager. But the quality that we're dealing with in certain areas, for me, is just very interchangeable with other teams. They're not game breakers. You look at Turkey there, he's a game breaker. He's literally a game breaker. A lot of our guys, they're not game breakers, bro. And it's very heavily dependent on the system being on point for them to get the output that they need, because they're not going to do it on their own. They're not individuals. So
let me get the super chats in now then. A few coming on Chelsea. Wisdom says, big up guys. Matisse, why did you guys loan Jackson? In my opinion, he's probably better than what you have up front.
To be honest, the Jackson loan thing was stupid, because you should have just got money for him, and you should have got that deal done a lot earlier in the window. Doing it on deadline day just shows what a panic it was. But he's not the solution either, because he can't finish. But he brought a lot of attributes to the table that I mentioned when he was here. And a lot of these guys playing right now, they're not bringing these attributes. So Chelsea have actually got worse from a chance creation standpoint. Like, people will talk about Gyökeres. I was listening to Loose Cannons. They'll talk about Gyökeres' chance creation, and the finishing isn't supplementing, or, you know, it's not balancing out the chance creation deficit. So it's mad. You're not getting nothing.
Next one in from, let's just say not. Enzo Fernandez is the Jadon Sancho of midfielders. No athleticism, no intensity, no pace, just pure arse.
I hear it.
I'm tired, man. I can't be asked.
And Garbo adds, every week Enzo proves my theory right. Overrated. To think people thought he was world class. Loony opinions. Yeah. That's the where are we? But I don't know. This one came in. Actually, I saved this one. I don't know what. Actually, we'll get it in now. I don't know what it's really about. Maybe when we were talking about managers. Big up everyone. Huge fan of the show. Love for the love. What do you guys think about Conte? Wins the domestic leagues, but when it comes to Europe, not great.
Spooky.
It's an enigma, isn't it? He's a weird one.
That's the trade-off you make, though. Like, Conte guarantees you a title, but he says, yo, Europe, we ain't doing nothing. Like, is that something you want?
Hey,
you want a title, or do you want Europe? You ain't getting both.
By the way, can we just, it's not a bad trade-off. Like, if you're telling me you're giving me domestic leagues,
come on.
Boy, I'll take those, because Champions League is, you know what I mean? That's lottery stuff anyway. So give me the guarantees. Absolutely.
Yeah, but he's so close to being in that elite category of coach if he brings the Champions League. You see, even if he brings one Champions League, for me, he gets into the elite category. He don't get into the elite category otherwise. And I'm sure he
elite. Who would that be? Part of
you know what happened, bro? It'll be weird.
The Ancelotti's and the Peps, man.
Nah,
come on, man.
I reckon he'll finish eventually, but just not with like the big teams that he's managing at the moment. He'll do it with like some underdog team in like 10 years' time, I reckon. Watch.
But that's mad as well. That's mad. That's mad as well if he does that.
Conte at United wouldn't work. That's too much stress.
No.
Yeah.
No chance.
Can't lie.
Not without owners, man. He'd suffer, man.
FUAD, you think it might?
For what? For 1 or 2 years, yo, that's signing a deal with the devil. That's really signing a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
That's saying, you know what? We want to restore form of glory. We're gonna have one dance to the devil, potential challenge, and then that's it. Back to the scrap heap.
The club he suited the most was literally Roman's Chelsea. I don't think he suits any club on the panel right now. The way football's gone, he doesn't suit the top teams anymore in football. You could argue.
Yeah, I agree with that. Let's do predictions. Chelsea, Everton, SAEED.
Oh man.
Is this at Everton's ground, by the way?
No,
it's our ground. But honestly, it doesn't matter.
You know what, man?
No, because they're not great at their ground either.
It's December. That's all I have to tell you.
I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go 2-1 Everton.
Okay.
I'm going to take a risk, man. Bro, Everton, Shrewsbury Hall, I see something.
Ooh.
Coming back on the ground.
I'm going to go 2-2. Steve.
1-1.
Matisse.
2-1 Chelsea.
Don't sound too excited.
That's where you know it's not confident. I hear it.
Whispering it into the mic. Tobes is still not in. So FUAD.
1-0 Chelsea.
1-0 Chelsea and GRIZZ.
1-1.
1-1. All right, cool. That's Chelsea predictions in. Chelsea super chats done. since we've got FUAD in the building and looking at the other fixtures, and what GRIZZ said earlier, probably correct. I mean, looking at Tottenham's situation, just a couple spots outside the top 8 in Champions League. We're about 11th, 12th in the league, but 4 points off 4th, also 4 points off 15th. Again, something you mentioned earlier. Tobes has been on to Frank FUAD. A few weeks ago, he said he better start winning games or else. And then he said that that's not a threat. So I don't know what that was, but then as soon as he stopped winning games, Tobes was on to him saying he's got to go. But he's kind of settled the ship since then. Last couple games. What's your opinions like of Frank at this moment? Too early, just in time, or?
Bro, I'll be real with you. He needed this past week, that draw away to Newcastle, and kind of like the spirit of the comeback, if you like, late bicycle kick, the euphoria that comes from it. But then going up against your former team and former set piece coach, I think had he lost that game, he definitely would have lost big sections of the crowd, because it's been an up and down season. Like, I think we're rightfully in 11th as well. I know you're saying 4 points off 4-4, but we have been playing like the 11th best team in the league, in my opinion. We started off well, I think, with the away City win, the Burnley debut, and it was like, even defensively, we look a little bit more solid. But I think we almost we went from like Ange's highline football to almost like the other way of just playing football that was a little bit too safe with the kind of handbrake on. And bro, there was barely any consistency. I think you could barely see after like 20 games a system being put together or some kind of semblance of an idea of what a Thomas Frank team looks like. And I think everyone, including Tobes, myself, I think we all came in this season kind of hopeful. You looked at the window, you saw Simmons, you saw Kudus, you saw Paulinho. It was like, for the first time, we've signed ready-made first-team players. We've got a manager that's young, tactically flexible. He talks well. Not quite maybe how he talks, but on a human level, he can kind of motivate his players. And I thought, I'm optimistic for this season. And it's just been inconsistent. And those first, up until kind of like the Newcastle game, it was getting a little bit concerning, bro, especially with the performance against Chelsea, the performance in North London derbies. And I've said, bro, I've seen many North London derby losses in my life. Like over the last couple of years have been some bad ones as well. But that might have been the worst one. In terms of performances, like how little effort we put in kind of on the ball. And I know we're playing away from home, but at least play with some heart, play with something. And I think I was looking at the team thinking, I can't see tactically what we're doing. The players seem like they're regressing. And when I'm seeing players like Jed Spence, Van der Ven turning away from him, and small little things in the media where he's just biting at presses, I'm just like, is this maybe a step too far for him? Is this maybe a job too big for him? Because he's even treating it tactically with the handbrake on like he's Brentford. Every team he's going to, he's playing like he's the away team. Even though you're the home team, you've got the handbrake on. Like, we've got the worst home record this season, I think, in the Premier League, arguably. I think creatively at one point we had the same XG as Wolves. And we know what Wolves are doing this season. Do you know what I mean? So I think for some of the early criticism, some people would say, look, it's far too soon. It's the first 3 months. But I think some of it has been warranted, I'll be honest with you. However, in the last week or so, people will say it's Slavia Prague, it's Brentford. But these are the games historically we've actually struggled against. So to put them away convincingly, I think to actually see some big individual performers with the likes of Xavi Simons, especially breaking out against Brentford, following that up with a good performance in Europe as well. And then Archie Gray, Kudus. I think Kolo Muani's now finding his feet as well. You're starting to see a little bit more of what he's trying to build. So for me, I think, look, the next month as well, it's an interesting set of fixtures. We've got Forest, we've got Liverpool, Aston Villa in the FA Cup as well. So there could be a thing this season where we lose early round Carabao Cup to Newcastle and early in the FA Cup to Aston Villa. That's not going to be a good look in terms of your debut season. And especially if we're far away from top 4, I think it could get kind of sticky for Thomas Frank. But if he gets a good run of form going from now, I think, till about mid-January, I think the board will open up the purse and maybe give him a signing or two in January to really help him for that second half of the season. Let's remember, we paid £15 million at the end of the day to get him out of Brentford. So, and we've brought in all his backrooms. Wow. Yeah, we brought in all his entire backroom stuff. So as much as us as fans want to get annoyed at certain tactical things, I don't think this board brought him in as a 6-7 month appointment. I'll be honest with you. He's not going anywhere this season.
He's got like the shackles off.
Yeah, off the back of being so loose with Ange, don't you think some of this is warranted? Like some of the maybe the handbrake being extra cautious with it. You could argue that the platform that he came into, there was no handbrake.
I get it. And the thing is I don't mind playing with the handbrake on if we're going to be good on the counter. For example, the first was it Super Cup game. I think the whole world was watching us play PSG and expected us to get boxed 6 or 7-0. So did we all. But then the way we played up kind of the 3-5-2, it was counter-attacking football. I said, you know what? If this is what the little bit of ugly football and I'm going to still be a threat on the counter, I'll take this, at least in the early stages. But when you start to regress from that, where I think against Chelsea, we didn't have our first shot till about the 70th or 60th minute. I think against Arsenal, we created 0.09 XG the whole game. Like, this is, you're not even trying at this point. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it was a case of that defensive solidity went out of the window after the first 4 or 5 games. And then we're not doing anything in between that. We're not good on the ball. We're not good in transition, and we're not good defensively. As a coach, have to ask, what are you actually coaching here? Do you know what I mean? So I think the questions were right, but then the way we've responded in the last week for me is right as well. The only thing now we ask is some consistency. And that's been the biggest thing I think every team in the league has been trying to find. That's why the league is so close as it is. If you can win 4 or 5 games, all of a sudden now we're back to 3rd. People are talking about, hey, Spurs, dark horses and all this. Bro, yo, let us just find our rhythm. This is a first season under a new manager. I just want to see just some kind of identity that he's building, some kind of culture that he's building at the club. I feel like you at Arsenal, you should know best. You lot were going through it when Arteta first came and you weren't playing great, but you could still see some things of what he's trying to build, whether it was the back 3 of, all right, he's just trying to shore us up for now, but eventually he's going to switch from this system. At the moment, we haven't seen that from Frank, but this past week, it's like, can you build on this now? That's the question.
Can I ask you a question, FUAD? How much do you rate of this front line compared to what he had Brentford? Because you got to remember, yeah, at Brentford, he had Wissa, he had Tony, he had a Boomo. You even could say Shada was effective for him.
Watkins before that. Was it? He's got a lineage. But here's what I'll say to you: who were they before he was there?
I agree. I agree.
So my thing is that was actually what you said there was one of the things I was hoping he would bring. I came into this season saying I've got 4 strikers in Solanke, Kolo Muani, Matthias Tel, and Richarlison. And I promise you, I don't know if any of them can guarantee me 15 Premier League goals. And I don't know if any Spurs fan can confidently say that. However, the one thing I do know is this guy is almost like a striker whisperer. Every person who leaves, the next man up, he's been able to get a tune out of them. He's been able to get, and Wembley score, what was it, 17, 18 goals last year. Wissa, however many goals. So my thing was come in, get Solanke firing. Come in, get Kolo Muani, because he had a good back-end loan with Juventus last season. Get him going again. Richarlison, I've said, that brother's a lost hope. And my little annoyance with Thomas Frank is Richarlison's probably been his most used centre forward. The fact that Tel wasn't registered for the Champions League till this week annoys me because I'm like, these youngsters like the Archie Grays, the Bergvaus, these are the guys who you should be developing this squad around. And instead, the annoyance has been he's relied on Richarlison, Palhinha, Bentancur, guys who I'm thinking, these are the reasons why we've got the fucking handbrake on. Like, get freer with the youngsters, with the Odegaards, with the Simmons, with the Kudus. These are who you should be building around, in my opinion. So I just hope now
you actually get the fans on board, even if you don't win games. The fact that you're playing the Odegaards, the Bergvaus, if you're playing them consistently, yeah, you might lose games, but if you're losing them in a manner where you know what you're going for it, and it's not this, you know.
And the proof is in the pudding, side. The games we have played those youngsters, we have actually looked so much more better, so much more fluid. So it's kind of like it's staring you in the face. But if I see that Bentancur, Palhinha double pivot again with Richarlison in the 9, I already know what type of game I'm in for. And my worry is he did that too many times at home against the Bournemouth, against the Wolves, when we should be dominating those games and taking the front foot. So listen, he's on a, I wouldn't say review, but I think that he's got a new lease of life with this kind of results over the last week.
I like him.
Go on. What did you say?
I like Thomas Frank.
You like him? I think before he came, I think everybody would have said they would have looked at Thomas Frank as a potential candidate for United, for Spurs. I think even Liverpool fans, if they said before Slot, he would have been a candidate. But I think this is almost like the trial period to see whether he's capable of a job of that magnitude. And so far, in my opinion, he hasn't taken it with both hands. So it's just a case of show us what we thought you were.
Yeah. You got to get the best of Xavi Simons as well. I know that we've been cooking him and that, but listen, couple of.
I know you've been saying some crazy shit for sure.
I have.
I know. Don't worry. Guys,
I have. And rightly so, though. Let's be honest.
Like, cases on all you.
I hear it. Me and Cole's got a lot of with Cunha and Xavi Simons. You know what I mean? A lot of something this season. So let's see who performs on top, man. But yeah, I mean,
my man over there as well. Don't worry. I'm coming for that number 10 as well. Don't worry.
Okay.
Which way you pointing? I don't know. You're pointing all over.
Let it all work out. Don't worry. Let it all work out. We gotta let it all work out.
Okay.
I thought you said Florian Wirtz, but that ain't working
out.
out.
I saw that FCM episode.
I'm watching a lot of man this season.
And they had you in the mud, well and truly. That was a pleasure. One super chat from Stupid Yellow Shirt saying, FUAD, PSG beat Spurs in the Super Cup with no preseason and half their players still on holiday. Generational fumble for a club with barely any trophies.
Hey man, super PSG man. What can we do? We took them all the way to penalties.
That's it on Tottenham there. Forest away. Unfortunately, Ange didn't last. Seems so long ago now.
You're evil for that, you know. But you know the worst thing was, I was actually looking forward to that. When he got the job, I was like, oh, we played them City Ground in December. Let's see what happened.
Yeah.
Didn't even make it.
100. I'm looking at it like, well, that would have spiced things up a little. But
hey, man, I warned them though. I warned them.
You know, you sometimes you don't hear, you gotta feel. That's what it is. Man.
One thing I will say is, and it's unfortunate because look, as Spurs fans, we'll always be grateful to Ange for delivering that Europa League. But I think after he got sacked, there was so much of this like, yo, we should have kept Ange or we should have got him back or whatever. And then when he got the Forest job and sacked, it was like all of that noise just died. It was just like, let's focus on Thomas Frank and let's focus on what we got and let's move forward. So I was happy for that.
Yeah.
Let's do predictions, SAEED.
Yeah, Forest are in trouble, guys, man. I don't know if you've seen, but they're not really climbing up the table, man.
17th,
man. And they have played in Europe as well, so that might be a bit difficult. I think Tottenham got only one loss away from home this season, man. So I'm going to go with a Tottenham win. I'm going to go with 2-1 Tottenham.
2-1. I'm going to go 3-1 Tottenham. Steve.
2-1 Forest.
2-1 Forest. Matisse.
1-1.
1-1. Tobes. Nope. FUAD.
2-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs. And GRIZZ.
1-1.
1-1. Cool. That's all predictions in. Couple draws, one Forest win, and a couple Tottenham wins in the bag as well. Tobe still not in contact, so no points for Tobe so far. Still 3 games to go. Looking at the lineups, Liverpool Brighton's probably the next big one on the list. A Champions League win midweek, so Bosley penalty last few minutes, beating Inter, who haven't lost at home for a long time in the CL. How's it all looking? I mean, amidst all the Salah stuff, GRIZZ, how you feeling about it all right now?
Yeah, baby steps, as I said last week. I'm beaten in 4. You know what I mean? It is what it is at this stage of the season or after the month that we've had. Fantastic result. Doesn't matter what stage, what form you're in, or what the situation is. You go to Inter Milan, come back with a clean sheet and a victory. You know what I mean? It's big. Why are you laughing?
Sorry. It's Tobes in it.
He's in the chat, as you realize.
Sensational, man.
Man, you're finished, man. You're finished. Hold that, brother.
Finished, man.
What's his excuse? What's he saying?
I forgot, basically.
SAEED, what's your prediction for Liverpool Brighton?
I'm gonna go 2-1 Liverpool.
Okay, so we've started those predictions, so he's missed that as well. Back to Grizz.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man. Take one for the
As soon as you said that, I thought, yeah, get the predictions in. Fuck the segment.
I just want to get one out there. I can't lie. I don't really believe that's gonna happen, but you know what I mean. I just
nasty work because you know he's typing right now.
100%.
No, we started the predictions. We started it. Yeah, man. Big boy victory against Inter Milan, but Brighton at home is where the money's at, and this is where we got to show up. Brighton always have a good game against us, man. Brighton are kind of a little bit of a nemesis team, man, in recent times. They play well against us, man. But yeah, we got certain people in good form at the moment. I hope it continues, man. Ekitike is playing so good right now. He's the shining light, man, in our attack. Gakpo's out for a few weeks. We're down to our bare bones in attack, believe it or not, after spending X amount. Because Salah's out of favor, self-made, out of favor, and he might not even play against Brighton, and then he's off to AFCON. So it's looking a bit complicated over there. But Szoboszlai and Jones were fantastic at the San Siro, man. Curtis Jones, I think, is a very underrated footballer, and I'll continue to say that. Curtis Jones is a very underrated footballer. And yeah, man, dare I say it, you know what I mean? The defense is looking better. As I said, unbeaten in 4, but Brighton is a must-win game to make that win look better.
Is it looking better?
Yeah, unbeaten in 4. I just repeated unbeaten in 4. So when you've lost 4,
no. Beaten in 4, I get it. But you still
can I just finish a sentence? Can I finish
sorry. I just want to
watch Leeds United. Did you watch
Leeds United a little bit?
United, bro.
Before the hyenas come out. I
got a couple of questions. How should Curtis Jones be rated?
More than he is.
No, but what is he rated now, and what should he be rated? Because he doesn't start for you. He's never started for you.
People don't consider him. People don't talk about him.
Why should they?
Because he's a very good player and he's progressing very nicely.
But he doesn't
He
start.
literally ran the show. When you got
he's a decent player, man. Relax, man.
When you got Barella, when you got a World Cup winner in McAllister, when you got Çalhanoğlu, when you got who was the other midfielder?
He had a really good game. He had a good game. But he's not. Grizz. No, but Grizz, he's not consistent, right? He's had a good game at the San Siro. He's 24 years of age. I don't know what Liverpool fans' obsession is with this Curtis Jones thing. He's 24. If he's not a starter for you, and he's not one of your key players, he's not a key player, and he's not a starter. So what do you want him to be rated? What do you want us to do? Do we talk about a bench player? Why?
I tell you where you're wrong.
He's a good squad player.
I tell you where you're wrong. The obsession with Liverpool fans is to not rate him, Matisse. That's the thing. Trust me, Liverpool fans don't talk about him as much as I think they should. That's what I want. I don't care about your recognition. This is to the Liverpool fandom. This is to the Liverpool mandem. Yeah? Show some respect to Curtis Jones. Trust me, you got a little gem there. Forget about you lot. I don't give a shit what you lot think about him. Rate him out. You lot won. Yeah. But anyway,
borderline football genius.
Back to the end of the analysis. Brighton. Fucking always nemesis against us, but we got to get a win. Even if it's continue the way they're playing without any wingers and we're making it dull and fighting and a boring game, just get the 3 points and we move. That's it.
Predictions. That's crazy.
So we got a little gem there.
You had a little gem in Coutinho. This ain't no gem, brother.
That's a gem. Coutinho's a gem.
It's my gem. It's not your gem. To me, is a gem. It's not your position. It's my position. Everything I own, I look at like a gem. It means a gem to me.
Finished. If that's a gem.
What do you not think of Isak?
Where's Chukwueze? Whatever his name is. Where's Chukwueze?
I think it's strange. I think it's strange how there's one Swedish striker in the limelight for not doing what he should be doing, but the other one seems to be going under the radar.
Let's talk.
Because, well, let's be honest, it's because we've seen what one can actually do.
No matter what we've seen, it's what
it doesn't matter.
But wait, you're asking why the treatment is different. I'm telling you why. One, selling us dreams in Portugal, trying to tell us, yeah, you lot got it wrong. You should have signed me from the Championship, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Come shine, big man. Timberland boot wearing you. Yeah.
What about Isak? Where's your energy for Isak? Is it because he's from the same part of the world as you? You don't want to fucking put him on the stage right now. Put him on the stage right now.
Turkish. I'm gonna ask you again. Please, excluding fees, would you swap Isak for Gyökeres right now, based on what you've watched from Gyökeres?
In a heart.
It's not the Arsenal segment.
We're talking Swedish strikers, bro. Let's talk.
Of course,
Listen, you can. I think you have got a bit of a guarantee at IKEA. You can send the wardrobe back.
One flat pack for the other. Of course, I do that. I'm not silly.
Okay.
But that's not the reality of the situation. The reality is one cost doubled the other, and one's talked about more than the other. When one scored more than the other, and you know all this other stuff, it lands on my man's striker there.
I think Isaac.
And you keep your mouth quiet there, because we skip past the Chelsea segment without Pedro. Do not make me do Pedro watch every week moving forward.
Pedro's a 10. He's a 10.
Oh, but
10,
when you no,
half.
to you this summer,
I didn't make the bet.
No, but this summer you was a
hey,
bit giddy
and I'm not
about
being
Pedro.
excited about a man's blessing.
Giddy about Pedro. What was your words on X? You said, "I'm so glad we got Pedro before the striker market went bust or something." Well, yeah, but don't worry.
I'm not gonna lie. No one's winning here apart from Steve. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody.
I know.
Sesko for SAEED. Sesko, Tesco. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man.
Why is Toby sending his predictions in the group like they matter?
He started sending them in the chat. I'm seeing him do predictions there. I'm thinking, what's going on?
Come on.
Yeah, he's lost it.
Come on.
No, but the thing is,
I don't want to focus on Isak because, yeah, there's nothing to focus on right now. But I know he'll come good. So it's a matter of staying humble and quiet and taking the licks now, and then coming and slapping you all one by one when he comes good. But Hugo Ekitike, I'll rather focus on him, man. And I think, you know, you've all seen that he could have done a job for a lot of teams in and around Europe, and it was some coup to get both of them. Obviously, one's looking very good right now. The other one's not looking very good right now. But I know they will come good. And you guys know how I envisage them and how they will look good and when they will look good. And it seems like that's happening now because Mohamed Salah, I told you, look,
the diamonds
out of the line, second that team. I told them, FUAD, sorry, I beg your pardon. I was going to call
It's
you
okay, man. We're all black anyway.
Yeah. But, yo, don't do that shit. But don't get me in trouble. But basically, I said when Wirtz gets his role behind the front two, and then when we release Kerkez and Frimpong or Bradley as our wingers, then we're going to see Isak and Ekitike. We've seen Ekitike, brother Isak. Wake up. Wake up.
Back three. Go hire a back three manager. Xabi Alonso, Glasner, back three manager. Let's go.
We see. Tactics are going in right now. Let's see.
I think I saw some stat, by the way, before the Champions League game that up until this point last season, I think Isak only had like 5 goals.
Yeah, he just started off slow though. Yeah.
So it could be second half burst possibly.
But
let's see. I'm warming up my hand. I just slap these brothers when he comes good.
Let me join you. And
you know that brother over there, that Mali brother, yeah? Just because it might be an Eritrean thing and like Mali thing. Is there a competition thing? I don't know, man. I don't know because he's been.
No, he's Eritrean, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, do you not like Eritreans or something? Is it like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, you know, look at that brother backing him. Why are you not backing him? You talking so much.
Bro, he plays for Liverpool. As soon as he steps in Liverpool,
it's okay. It's okay.
I'm just saying, keep the energy, guys, because if United has signed the most expensive signing in the world, it would be an hour discourse. It would be. So, but when it's Liverpool, it's just let's move on. But I hear it.
Raji says, with the benefit of hindsight, which striker would you all have signed in the summer out of all the ones signed by English clubs? Is it still Isak? I mean, Ekitike's shown the most, I'd say, out of all of them. Right?
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
But Isak's probably the one that people still hedge their bets on in terms of making it make sense. But yeah, because the price tag.
They was comparing Isak to Haaland last season, which
Voldemort
was a bit of a joke. So don't ever want to wear that.
Doing well. I think Ekatike is
Yeah, I like Walter Marder,
No
but
one
I'm not.
compared to Haaland. No one. Literally no striker.
Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Last season, I went on about 5 shows and people were comparing.
No, I'm saying no one can be. I'm saying no one can be. I'm saying.
And fucking that Magpie chat guy came on here, Magpie man, whatever he's called, and said,
Matty.
I know he won the Carabao Cup. I know he won the Carabao Cup, and he got a bit excited. But fuck me, man. You need to relax.
Oh my god!
Remember that last season still.
Massum says, do you guys think Alonso made a mistake going to Madrid? I think he should have gone to a Chelsea or Spurs first before making the jump to a big club.
Don't be disrespecting my team like that again, honestly.
I think if you get burnt at Madrid, you can always land another big job. I think if he got burnt at like a Liverpool or somewhere else in the Premier League, I don't think he would have ever got that Madrid job. So
I think what he did at Leverkusen as well, did he win the treble and then like the undefeated or whatever it was, invincible thing? I mean, he probably deserved the job, man. So he got the job rightfully. But did you see the fan reactions last night of him interviewing him outside the ground? People were going, "Man, stopping his car and all that." So it's not going to be long, man. Once them fans there getting them handkerchiefs out, and it's game over for him.
Yeah,
it's different. Like at Leverkusen, he had all the control of everything, I feel like. Whereas at Madrid, you're never going to get that really and truly, and especially the culture of the club. Bro,
the expectation level at Leverkusen, they expected nothing. At Madrid, they expect you must win, and they won't accept it. They won't accept it.
That Steve McLaren meme. You know that Steve McLaren meme.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought he was going to get the bullet me last night, and then I thought he would have ended up at Liverpool. I could see that little thing happening, but I don't know.
Unless they're getting Zidane in, I don't really know where they're going with their next manager. They need to. They hired him summer. He's young. I know he done the treble and whatnot, but they should really be thinking long term with him. That's not going to happen.
They'll get an interim until the summer, and then they'll go in for a top manager.
Who's the top manager they're going to go for? They're not going to get Enrique. They're not going to get Flick. They're not going to get.
Enrique's a shout.
Enrique's a shout, bro.
Former Barca manager, yeah.
Madrid player as well, you know.
I don't know, man. I think
you forget he came out of the Madrid academy.
I know. Did he play for Madrid senior team?
They'll try to get Nagelsmann.
Nagelsmann's a shout. That's what I was going to say. But I don't.
They'll try to get Nagelsmann out.
Nagelsmann's stock has fallen too much, in my opinion.
It won't be Klopp.
Oh no, man. No chance.
No. That's what I'm saying. There's not many top, like when you're talking about top managers, there's not many like just guys out there that are of that prestige for Real Madrid.
Areola not just be a repeat of the Xavi experiment.
That's Areola's not.
In my opinion, I think they've got a lot of injuries. I think that was a harsh game. You look at the 2 goals they conceded; there were 2 individual errors. That's the wrong game, in my opinion, to give him the sacking for. But I do get it in that league. If Madrid or Barca take the lead, brother, if you don't win the Clásico, you might as well be done.
If Alaves beats them, he's gone. There's no coming back. If Alaves beats them on the weekend,
regardless of injuries or whatever.
It is mad, but that's Real Madrid for you.
Question though, then, looking at some of the faults he's obviously had there, you're saying you would openly take him at Liverpool?
Yeah, right now, looking around, he'd be the best fit. I'm not giving it too much tactical analysis why I want him right now for the vibes and for the situation we find ourselves in and the morale. And you're talking Wirtz and Frimpong. He's played with them, and he's got a better striker than he had with Boniface for Leverkusen. I think he can work some magic at Liverpool. He knows the club, all of that business. Obviously, I need to sit down and think about it more in terms of tactically and the players that he's got player profile-wise. But right now, yeah, I'd take Alonso, man. Yeah. I'm a beggar.
He's worked with 2 of your new signings. I think that's a big plus. That's 2 signings that you have to get the best out of because you can't go and buy another right back, and Wirtz is 120 million. So I think that's a big thing.
100%.
And he's got the heritage there as well. He's got a connection with the fans. That's a big thing.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. We need a boost.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect fit because I think you just need to get in a couple centre backs, and I think your team's geared for a back 3. Personally,
this question. on the subject of Madrid asking, would Madrid finish top 4 in the Premier League?
Oh,
Yes.
relax, man. Relax. I seen this question before. Who said it? I think I've seen this today.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You forget how inconsistent outside of maybe the
Yeah.
top of the Premier League is, bro. Like Brighton were in there last week. Was it Palace is in there right
Yeah,
now?
man. Come on, man.
Sunderland
There
a few weeks ago, yeah.
brother. Sunderland were in there a couple weeks ago, bro. We're seeing names we haven't seen before in top 4 races, man. Like,
Yeah.
Madrid will be walking it.
What we doing here? What we doing here?
What are we doing here? All right, predictions. SAEED, you've gone 2-1 Brighton.
Yep.
I mean 2-1 Liverpool.
Oh, 2-1 Liverpool, yeah.
2-1 Liverpool, sorry. I'm gonna go 2-1 Liverpool as well. Steve.
2-1 Liverpool.
Matisse.
Liverpool at home, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 Liverpool as well.
2-1. FUAD.
2-2.
2-2. And GRIZZ.
Desmond.
I don't know if is this going to be one of the rare times that everyone's going to go for the same score, 2-1.
Oh, you're going 2-1 as well, yeah?
I think everyone is that one of the rare times everyone's gone for the same score. Maybe.
I think so, yeah.
Maybe,
I
yeah.
can't remember every score the same. I know result-wise, but
Yeah, 5 2-1s and a 2-2 from FUAD. Toes prediction not in time, unfortunately for him.
oh, that.
So what we'll do, I mean, we might as well get an Arsenal now as well, since we started talking about Gyökeres in the last segment. Champions League win, calm, makeshift lineup, routine win. Nice to see some goals from outside the box. Nice to see Madueke. There was an assignment for the attack against Bruges, right? Madueke understood that assignment. He understood. This is Bruges. This is my chance. In the first 30 minutes, you know, he was winning some, losing some, end product poor. They're a bit of the same old, right? He needed that goal. Massive goal for him. And obviously the second goal in the beginning of the second half, that caps off, you know, back-to-back goals in the Champions League now, three in the last 2. And it puts him with a shout to start on the weekend too, in my opinion. Because again, Wolves at home, maybe it's a chance to rotate, again, rest and make sense of the attack and finding a formula out of it, because it's still not fluid enough for my liking. But Madueke, top moments, beautiful goal. Martinelli, in the first half, didn't understand the assignment. Second half, he caught up and he passed the test. That goal was a beauty. You know, I don't know which goal was better. I probably leaned towards Martinelli because I like that sort of a goal, the curling out and in. But Madueke's was a bullet. So nice to see that, because we don't often shoot from outside the box, let alone score from outside the box. And aside from that, I think Zubimendi was a class above in midfield, as expected. And we got Wolves at home this weekend, a day before City play Palace. You know, City are expected to beat Palace, but the least we could do is just apply pressure and apply proper pressure. I want to smoke Wolves. Like, I want to attack to fill their boots again. I want them to know this is another opportunity to get on the end of things, get a G, get an A, and make yourself available for another big week, because Everton away the week after. That's a massive game, considering our away form over the last 3 games now we haven't won. So
When are Gabriel and Saliba back?
Gabriel, yeah, there's no date. Saliba's been days for the past week, right? So I'd assume Saliba's ready to be back against Wolves. Whether he's risked for it, I don't think we need to. I think we could go Norgard against centre back and win that game.
Fairs.
Yeah, bro, come on, man. You could put 10 men.
They're terrible. They're terrible.
They are terrible, bro.
Space the other night against United was unbelievable.
Do you reckon they're the worst team, guys? We've seen Derby. We've seen. Are they the worst team, guys?
They're on par with Derby at the minute.
What did Derby get? 11 points, right?
11, yeah.
They're probably worse off.
At this point, Derby actually had more points than they do.
Yeah.
Because I think Derby got 3 points against Newcastle in around about December.
But the Premier League is so crap to you sometimes that I can see them easily jamming 2 or 3 wins at some point in the season. So I don't think anything's worse than that Derby team.
Bro, their recruitment, though, when you look at it, they had Neto, they had João Neves, they had You know what I mean? Like they
let go Podence, do you remember? Raul Jimenez, bro. Like they had proper players, and even like Matt first spell, the centre backs was it Kilman, Connor Cody, Rui Patricio. Like when they came in, bro, the first 3 seasons, I think they were 7th, 7th, and 7th. And then since then, I think every year they've taken a downward slide from like 11th to 13th to 15th. And this is just like the next natural progression step of relegation, bro. When you mismanage your recruitment this much, the managerial appointments over the last couple of years, I think, you get what you put in at the end of the day. And they deserve to be where they are.
Yeah, it's awful, man. It's awful. It looked like it was going somewhere when they got that Vitor Pereira and the guy was in the pub and that Weatherspoons and
he just papered over the cracks.
yeah. But they won 6 games in a row. That's insane.
Bro, back end of the season, I'm telling you, teams, they've given up. You know, some teams go on holiday early. You can pick up a couple of wins. That's why I think they'll get more than Derby this season.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they're horrible.
But yeah, it's a case of building your goal the goal difference.
Yeah. That's what this is a big one for Gyökeres because, in my opinion, he probably starts the game because I don't think Jesus is ready to start a game. If Jesus was ready to start a game, I think his cameo was a lot better than the 60 minutes that Gyökeres. So I'd start Jesus if he was ready to start because I feel like off that cameo deserved, but he's not ready. That's what I'm going to assume. So Gyökeres a week before Everton away. This is a game now. You got to bag a couple goals. You got to bag a couple goals. So by the time Everton comes, you're a week fresher, and you know you're starting because you've bagged a couple goals. Like
I think he could be in big trouble if he doesn't score this weekend.
100%.
Jesus coming back. I can't lie. The way he fits that team like a glove. Every time he plays, the link up he's got with the midfielders, the wingers, the technical ability. I think if he can get fit and stay fit, he could be a secret weapon in the second half of the season. And I think also if Kai Havertz comes back as well. Bro, Gyökeres is looking at potentially being 3rd choice option. Let me not even lie, 4th choice. Marino right now is looking like the best finisher at the damn club. Do you know what I mean? So from big money signing to 4th choice within a matter of 6-7 months, I genuinely think these next week or 2 could be big for his Arsenal career.
It could be, and but you know the way
Gyökeres to water pistol on that, yeah? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, you don't want to talk about Isak. You want to be humble.
Listen,
because if Gyökeres is a water pistol, what's in Isak's pistol?
I'm just saying. The way he broke it down.
Pissing in the wind, mate. Pissing in the wind.
Tell me, pissing in the wind. The whole thing is the best.
No, you're pissing in the wind. They go back on your shit. That's what he's doing.
The way FUAD broke it down. The way FUAD broke it down. I just saw something.
Yeah. Start seeing something else with your guys, please, brother.
Isn't it lose this weekend? Even if he scores, it's Wolves.
Yeah,
you're basically playing a championship team right now. You're playing a championship team.
No. It needs to be goals with performance.
Yeah,
like, we need to see you mushing man in their face like Haaland does. We need to see you bringing that ball down, linking man play. Don't let Jesus come off the last 15 minutes, bag one, and then dubs 2-3 man.
You know what? I think they need to be good goals. I don't think he can have it knock off his shin, off his ass.
No charity pens.
Yeah, charity pens.
He's gonna get space though. He's gonna get that space. Maybe that he might get space.
Like really, Arsenal fans need to see this guy picking his corners, hitting some of the shots we were seeing at Sporting. There's enough comps out there, enough highlight reels of this guy wrapping his foot around the ball, sticking it in this corner, that corner. There need to be good goals, in my opinion.
His first goal is still his best goal. You know, because that was actually, he showed a little something. That first goal against Leeds, running the channels, cuts in, beats a couple man and scores. Since then, it's been pretty basic.
That's a perfect Gyökeres goal.
I don't mind if you score basic goals in abundance. If you're there, right time, right place, 20, 25 times a season, so be it. Love that. But if you're struggling, then it'll be nice to. I used the Ollie Watkins against Arsenal example. That first 10 minutes when he had that chance, he had a sniff. He dropped the shoulder on someone. I forgot who it was. It moved him out the way. Hincapié was gone. Just in a moment, he created a chance. So I get the whole feeding him thing is not okay. It's not ideal yet, but you've got to do something. Like Jesus came on, and within that 25 minutes, he had a couple shots. He had a couple flicks. He had a couple moments that listen, when you're starving, anything is something, right? So, you know, Gyökeres, even though it's Wolves, anything is something at this stage because no one's locked that position down right now. So get a couple goals. A performance would be great on top of that. You know, link it up, 2 goals and an assist. Why not? That would be perfect. But outside, I mean, if I take myself out of this Gyökeres thing, I don't care who. Kai Havertz, come back and bag goals, please. I don't care who takes the bull by the horns here in attack. As long as we go on and win this league, someone needs to do it moving forward because you're not going to win a league without an attacker that's, you know, really the star man. And so far this season, no one's really stuck their head above to claim that spot. GRIZZ.
But that
he was brought in to get you over the line, him.
Yeah,
that's what he was brought in for. You know, I hate to say I told you so. People give me shit on here for telling you that my analysis on him for 2 shows on the bounce. And it's exactly how it went. I knew how he was going to go with it. He's got to change his game. He's got to change his game. He's falling into
at 27, no?
Yeah, he's got to change his style for the Premier League because he's falling into the trap where now you're getting a player that's over trying all the time. He's desperate for a goal, so he's taking his eye off the ball. I keep seeing him getting bounced off the ball, and the first touch is horrendous. It's bouncing all over the place because he's not relaxed. He's too desperate for a goal. This could be the perfect game for him to just get that confidence in the shooting boots in it. If he can listen, you won't be surprised me if he scored a hat-trick at weekend because these are shit. And if you get a hat-trick, your confidence levels, they change. Yeah, but Gabriel Jesus, let me tell you about him. If he's fit, he's a sensational player. And there's no bullshit about him. The problem with Gabriel Jesus is the way he plays, he makes him injured. He runs and presses and twists and turns and he's prone to these injuries because that's the way he plays. He's always getting knee injuries and hip injuries because that's the way he is. But Gabriel Jesus, if Arteta manages him right, that could be a little ace up his sleeve because he will get you goals and he will win you games and it's proven with Gyökeres at the minute. You know, he might need a little break here and there just to get back on form. So it depends how he plays it. But for me, I just thought it was all wrong signing and we'll see how it goes. But the fans will lose patience with him if he doesn't give you anything. You might as well have not signed him, you know.
Yeah, but on the flip side of the Gyökeres chat is what I was going to say about the Jesus chat. Because initially, Jesus was brought in to up the levels of Arsenal. Remember, Jesus and Zinchenko were brought from City to up their levels, and they've obviously been in and out with injuries. Zinchenko's moved on. Jesus injury prone, but when he's fit and when he's on it, I think FUAD said this could be Arsenal's wild card. Everyone's talking about creativity, finishing touch striker, looking at Havertz last season, Gyökeres this season. The forgotten man is Gabriel Jesus. And I rate that kid, man. If he stays fit, X factor.
He's the only. Listen, the leg injuries work against him, right? You know, 2 big knee injuries. He didn't even come back the same striker from the first knee injury, let alone the second one now, right? So we hope for the best there. But he's the only player that's won the league at our club. He's the one that knows what it takes. He's the one that's been through quite a bit of turmoil in the last couple of years with the injuries. He could also use that as the last charge, because he's always wanted to be the 9, right? Let's not forget that's why he left City to come to Arsenal to be the 9, right? It didn't work out because of injuries. We've had a couple strikers since. It'll be beautiful if he comes back, takes the reins, scores 10 to 15, and we win a league title. That'd be perfect. He knows what it takes. So I can just hope that maybe we lean on that side of things. Am I right? Is he the only league winner in the squad? He is, yeah. Because Zinni's gone, so yeah. So he needs to use that, and hopefully we get to use that and find something in attack. It's a big game on Saturday for the striker. That's for sure. It's not a big game in general. Wolves at home should be a win, but for the striker, that should be 2 goals and a performance. Whoever starts up top. Let me get some super chats in. Couple on Gyökeres from Stringer Belen saying, Turkish, let's keep it real. Gyökeres is absolute dog. How's a 1 knee Gabby Jesus in 2026 shaming you to the point where he should start? We all killed Kai for doing way more than whatever the hell Gyökeres is doing out there. At least Kai brings others in and can trap a ball. And I guess that's where we're on Jesus. I mean, he's the best striker outside the box we got. And if for the past few years, that's all we've been praising our strikers for, what they do outside the box more than what they do in the box. And that's been a problem. Let me see. I'm sure there was another one here. Yeah, one from Jake saying, just want to say it's so damning that Jesus has by far been a better striker in 30 minutes than our star signing Gyökeres. I said this before. Next year, we will all want to sell Gyökeres, guaranteed. Useless. Potentially, if he doesn't kick on, yeah. You know, but I think the same can be said for every striker we got. I think it's a big season for Gyökeres because he was brought in to get us over the line. I think it's a big season for Kai because listen, when he comes back from injury, he's still our highest paid player. There's a lot of, you know, third season now. Are you going to help us get over the line? And there's pressure on Jesus because it hasn't worked out for him. Maybe this is the last hurrah. So our striking situation, all three of them got something to prove. We only need one of them to fucking prove it. So one of you, man, prove it. For fuck's sake, one of you, man, prove it this season. I don't care who it is. Marino's the one that's proven it the most when given the opportunity. And that ain't great. That ain't going to win you a league. US Guna says the options were Gyökeres or Sesko, and I think I'm okay with Gyökeres. RUV says Arteta's an elite manager, top of the Premier League and Champions League, 89 points in 23-24, third most points without winning the league. Oh, we've got to win a league. That's the point of it. Illa says when Steve is confident and talking shit, he's quote putting his neck on the line. But when Arsenal fans are rightfully confident in their own team, it's bad.
Yeah, but you're notoriously fucking waffle bear shit and win fuck all. So at least I back it up and win something.
Delta says Turks, tell Mr. Matisse to speak on Cucurella backing off against Atalanta like he does with Van Dijk. I should have got that one in for the Chelsea segment. Apologies.
It's his first defense.
First defense.
A notorious defender. So.
US Guna says Jesus or Havertz do not bring the fear factor Gyökeres brings. Defenders do not give Gyökeres space. Defenders seeing Havertz or Jesus up there, they worry less and focus on Saka. I'll be honest with you, bro.
Come on, man. Allow this
Gyökeres doesn't have a fear factor.
Yeah, man. What are we doing here, man?
You're looking in the tunnel and you're looking at Gyökeres thinking,
you're trying to make that thing look vicious.
yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah, long day.
Let it go,
mate.
He does that, innit? When he does that, it's good.
And your guy does this. Open your eyes. Your guy does this.
Move on, Turkish. Move on.
I would have thought there would be.
Move on.
Who would have thought all these guys would think?
Who would have thought, innit? Like by this time now, Gyökeres and Isak, they'll be going like cloud for cloud. It's crazy.
Atkins says, don't get fans who say we don't play to his strengths. Glock 9 has to adjust to the way we play. Henry summed it up nicely. A striker at Arsenal needs to be able to carry the ball, hold up play, and score. I think that was the point Steve was making. And Akin adds, but if by the end of the season he still doesn't fit the role, ship him out and get another striker. We have leagues to win. No fooling around. That's actually one thing that Berta did very well at Atletico Madrid. Sometimes strikers didn't work out, but had moved them on quick. Jackson Martinez was one. There's another. I mean, João Felix, you could say, within 2 years, they got half their money back. So he was proactive in sorting the striker situations out there. So we'll see. Let's do predictions. Saeed.
It's a case of how many, guys? You know what I mean? I could easily say 5-0 and it might be 2-0. But I'm going to go with Arsenal to win 4-0.
It's the one I was going to take. I'm going 5-0. Steve?
Yeah. 5-0.
GRIZZ? Matisse?
3-0.
3-0. So Tobes did this. He did get this one and he went 3-0. FUAD?
3-0 as well.
3-0 as well. And GRIZZ? 4-0, yeah? Saeed, just quickly, Man United Bournemouth prediction?
I'm going to go with 2-1 United.
2-1 United.
No way.
Yeah,
No.
bro, so
This guy is so fucking dumb.
Tobe sent his predictions, but he missed that United Bournemouth. But now we've done it, we've started it, and listen, I'm a man of rules, integrity. So
Bro, so stupid. Nah,
cannot
this
go
guy
back.
is so dumb.
we cannot go
Why
back.
would you even send one in?
This guy sent in all the games that we would have already done. He knows Chelsea's getting spoken about.
Yeah.
City's getting spoken about early. But Man United, who don't play midweek, oh yeah, let me not do that one. Let me not.
What time zone
L
is he in?
Tobes in the chat. L Tobes.
He's in this time zone, bro. He's in this
Island,
zone.
bro. Time zone is the same.
Man's in Dublin, bro. He's in Dublin.
fried. I'm looking for his
Let me-
name in the chat. Go on.
How's he-
Saeed, is there anything to say on this game, United Bournemouth?
Bro, we just have to win, man. We're playing on Monday night again, so sorry, guys. Another late show on Monday night.
then.
Last one,
Sake,
though.
man.
Last
Just
one. I know,
come
man.
off
I
the
know,
thing,
man.
Come
We're
off
just
the
not
show,
relevant.
man.
I
No,
know.
you're long. You're making the Mondays.
I
the
know,
Mondays
man. I
long,
know,
bro.
man. Apologies, man. It's just United, so hopefully this is the last one.
This guy's-
But yeah, man, Bournemouth. I think this will suit us. I think they'll come to play, man. I think the last couple of games, West Ham, Everton, have kind of sat back, you know what I mean, and whatnot, and made it difficult for us, man. I think this Bournemouth team, I think they'll come out to play, leave space behind, and that's when I think Boom or Ahmed and Cunha hopefully will get in behind and score goals. So yeah, man, a little bit more confident about this one. So yeah, Bournemouth have they drew against Chelsea, good result, but they've been poor. You know, some of their players, you know what I mean, especially Semenyo's fell off a little bit. And yeah, I think they've got a couple of injuries. I don't know if Tyler Adams is back. Chat will have to let me know, but a couple of injuries to their team. I don't know if their centre back is available as well. I know he got injured. He came off against Chelsea. So yeah, but they have beaten us back to back at Old Trafford 3-0. So yo, we need to get revenge here, man. Hey?
A lot of teams have to. A lot of teams have to be honest.
Yeah,
But the point is, Tyler Adams is a loss for them because he's a massive engine.
Is he out
there,
though?
man.
Is he out though?
I don't know. But the guy don't stop running, man. He's massive.
Yeah, I know.
He's a good player alongside who's the guy that's got the call up for England as well? The other midfielder alongside him. Oh, guys.
Alex Scott, very good. I like him. Very
Alex
well.
Scott.
Yeah, good.
It's
Good
an
little
underrated
player.
partnership, man. Both good players, both underrated. But yeah, Bournemouth. I think you're right. Bournemouth will come out to attack you and play you.
There you
which
go.
Could suit you as opposed to the other two teams that played you recently. And Old Trafford, your form, man, is you're better away from home than at home this season. It's mad, isn't it?
Exactly. To be fair, we weren't like beaten before Everton. I think we only lost one game before that. So it's been a bit up and down. Obviously, last couple of games has not been great. But like I said, this one here, the Wolves game, forget about it. Everyone's going to collect 3 points against Wolves. You know what I mean?
Oh
But
shit! Is that homage to Tobes, FUAD?
Yeah, I know, man. I love it. It's a Tottenham thing, man.
Nah, that's crazy.
No.
Bro, I don't know why. I just started bugging out, bro. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Oh my
yeah,
god!
man.
Hey, stop the press! Stop the press! Last week, I told people that Matisse, who forgot to do his predictions, rushed, sent his predictions in late, and then 20 minutes later said, "I'm playing Lone Soldier chip on top of that." Right?
What?
Tobes has just messaged me saying, "I'm playing my Lone Soldier chip, brother. You're out. You're late. It's done."
Yeah.
Bro.
You
How
could
can
never
you
play it during
Lone
the show
Soldier and
anyway.
You ain't predicted.
He's getting desperate now.
How do we tell him?
By the way,
Desperate,
you
man.
know, if we'd have used that, that means the chip would have went, but we don't do that, do we? He's lucky we don't do that.
Yeah,
Because
man.
imagine
Don't
you
panic,
use the
Tobes.
chip
Stop
and
panicking
then
out there. Just
Man's
relax.
begging,
Take it easy.
begging, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
He's
Sorry,
throwing
Saeed.
Hail Marys out here, man. He's just throwing Hail Marys out there.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I think, yeah, well, the spaces that Bournemouth will leave behind will suit us, man. And it's the last game for Mbumo and Ahmad and Mazarawi, so we need to win. You get me?
Oh shit.
Fucking pricks. Fucking pricks. You stupid dickheads, bro. You idiots. Why? Why? He saw me sniffing in the chat and then he started the predictions for Liverpool. He's an idiot, bro. He knows what he's doing, bro. Like, obviously, if I've not sent it, it's for a reason. My phone was dead.
We
My
don't
phone was dead for
care.
hours.
We
Okay,
don't
cool.
care, bro. It's like,
Get a charger. Get a fucking charger like everyone
No
else.
problem.
if I haven't sent it, it's
Power
for a
bank. Where's your
reason.
power bank, tech guy?
I don't
Yo,
carry a power bank, bro. What the hell?
You're an
You
idiot.
don't carry a power bank, but you're
No, I
traveling
don't
all the
carry a
time.
power bank.
Okay, so that's your fault, right?
What's wrong with carrying a power bank? That's gonna help
There's
you.
nothing wrong with carrying a power bank. I just said I don't carry one.
Oh, so
Unless it's my fault then.
You might get one for Christmas. Whoever's got Toby in the Secret Santa, get him a power bank.
This brother,
Yeah.
this brother said, I don't have my phone on. It's dead because you should know that I haven't got my phone on. So what
Yeah,
what-
I should know.
why do we care? I'm trying to understand why this matters to us.
He's got 2 phones though. He's got 2 phones.
Yeah, he's got 2 phones.
You still won't finish on top of me anyway, you pussy man. It's
They're
cool.
both dead.
You've just come on to customs.
No
Take
worries,
accountability, brother, man.
No worries, bro. You're not gonna finish above me anyway. You're both.
Come get yourself a Guinness and calm down.
Say no more.
You tried to play your chip,
That's
yeah? You
fair.
tried to play your chip, yeah? You think you're slick?
Yeah, man. Man.
Yeah, man. Where was we? Man United.
Yeah, no, I've just kind of wrapped up, man. Yeah, obviously made my predictions, so I'm happy to move on.
Cool. So
Well,
Unless for fair FUAD, I wanted to talk about Cunha, but I don't know if he wants to still say something.
Who, Matthew Cunningham?
I just wanted to get your thoughts on it.
I think he needs to do more, bro. I'm very honest about my players, man. Like he might not even play against Bournemouth. He might get dropped because Mason Mount's playing better than him in that position. So, we'll have to find out. He might play up front, but that don't really suit him. So yeah, Mason Mount, to be fair, right now, as it stands, is ahead of him in that left 10 role.
Mount's not the shiny new toy, but he still cost a lot. Like there still needs to be some return on investment.
Oh, so now you want to speak now?
No, I'm just saying. I don't think it should be a conundrum. Like people are forgetting Mason Mount's wearing the 7. Mason Mount costs
I
money.
agree.
Like it's not we have to fit in our new shiny toys. Mason Mount, you're from the academy. We don't really want to prioritize you. No, he's Mason
I'm sure
Mount.
SAEED hasn't spoken too kindly about Mason Mount previously.
No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
But should I? But should I be honest?
But now all of a sudden, you're happy for him to take place of the guy who you guys were hyping up all summer.
Credit where it's deserved.
You keep the same energy you were talking about
agree.
with Harry Simmons, bro. Keep the same energy.
Listen,
It's not
I
the
am.
same
That's
energy.
like me.
Right now, you're doing the, I hope he comes good and this, not his best position. And blah, blah.
I mean,
Nah, open that chest.
Sounds
no,
like
but he
favouritism.
must go. Cunha must. He's Premier League proven. He's been in the league. He's got to do something. I expect. I demand.
Because I remember at the start of the season as well, you lot were doing the thing of, and Mbembo and Cunha are so good. And I was like, hey, there's a clear A side and there's a clear B side.
So what are you trying to say?
I'm just saying, we know who the backup dancer is. The backup dancer needs to step forward and start taking main stage. Because the same way Mbembo has shown he's proven, he's showing it again.
What are you saying? Is this like a Fred McTominay?
Because he's Brazilian and because he does a little yeah. And you lot, what your United social team do very well. They get his little touches throughout the game. Brazilian magic. And you lot all start talking like, oh, Cunha, he's so good. We're all watching with our eyes, brother. You ain't fooling nobody. All them empty calories. Don't worry, we're gonna spin the block on him.
Is this the McTominay Fred? They're trying to push him in to the same thing.
No, listen, man.
Hey,
Cunha, we know.
look at door.
Cunha go settle in, man. I'm not worried about Cunha. I'm not worried about Cunha.
Bro.
You're not worried about Cunha. You should be.
I'm not worried about Cunha, man. I think
that's a grown man.
I think he'll come good, man. This guy knows the league. It's just a case of just adjusting to this manager's asking and what he's trying to do. You got to remember, like he's played in a multiple. He hasn't really stuck to that left 10. He came injured as well. Yeah, there's been a few things that's happened to Cunha, but I'm not making excuses.
Sounds like excuses.
No, he still has to perform. He
sounds like it, boy.
Did he not play in this exact same system at Wolves? Exact same position? I think so. Nori is the wing back.
Wasn't it Strand Larson in that number 9 position?
Yeah, I think so.
Listen, no way is this the same system as other teams, bro. The way this Ruben Amorim plays it is ridiculous, man. So let's not do this, man.
Now it's Ruben Amorim's fault.
No, but it is though. It is because we're not really attacking team. We're not showing, even though we scored, I think, 2 less goals than Arsenal, but really and truly, the manager, when we were meant to go for it against Everton, he still deployed a back 5.
So are you more of a counter-attacking team?
I'd say that the team suits a transitional team.
Is that not what he was doing at Wolves? Transitional football.
Wolves were playing last year.
Yeah, but are we playing transitional football? Are we doing that though? This is it. Are we playing that football?
Same system. Okay.
Not really. Not really.
Hey,
Not really.
third highest scorers in the league, by the way.
They are, but we could do more. We should be. If you like, I'm not saying anything right now, but we should be probably closer to Man City.
Right, you're saying
And a
nothing.
lot of people say if we'd have beaten Everton and West Ham because of this manager's tactics, we would be further ahead. And you know what I'm saying? So really and truly, Man United could do more, well more. I think the manager's holding us back, really. If I'm being honest with you. But
So you think you should be in the top?
I'm not saying title race, but I'm saying
Is that you, Jamal?
I'm just saying.
Is that you, Jamal?
No, hold on.
Jamal, is that you?
Hold on. Let me land though. I don't even think it's a big if though. If United have beaten a 10-man Everton, yeah, and West Ham at home, brother, come on, man. That's an extra 6 points. You
I've
work
got
kind of
that,
must.
I've got the same.
It's not even a big if. It's not even a big if.
The title charge.
Let's
You said it. You said it.
let me see. Is there United super chat? I don't believe there is any, so we can just get straight into the predictions. You're sticking with 2-1 United, Saeed, yeah?
No, I'm gonna go 3-1.
3-1. I'm gonna go. I'll go 2-1 United. Steve.
2-1 United.
2-1 United. Matisse.
Boy, tough. I'm gonna go 2-0 United.
2-0. Sorry. FUAD.
Don't worry, we're all black. 1-1.
You know what? Tobes is so corporate, even though this season he's having a mare with the cussing and the swear words, but you brought us right back down to heritage today. It's nice.
Yeah.
You can tell you ain't got a really like high pressurized job. You can say whatever you want, innit?
Come on! Get the muzzle off.
You know the buzz of nearly being cancelled. Yeah,
He ain't got that. He's good.
We've got it back. Go on, FUAD.
1-1 draw.
1-1. And GRIZZ.
1-0 United.
1-0. All predictions are in. Just a reminder, it's only Tobes' 3-0 Arsenal prediction that is taken in for this game week. So we'll see what the table's like. Monday show, no mob this weekend, but we will link up and hopefully deliver one of these mob debates as we always do every week. So make sure you are subscribed with the notification bell on. Let me go through the remaining super chats, 8 of them, and we'll wrap up the show for the night. Caleb says, yo, big up the panel. Hope everyone is good. Liverpool fan here. I think the world spins backwards.
It's still a LeBron fan, isn't it, Caleb?
Good luck, brother. Otto says, one thing no one talks about is first and second place teams have second leg at home until the final.
Yeah.
That's huge.
I was going to mention that. That's a new
I don't
rule,
think
isn't it?
it's
That's a new rule.
huge, though. I think it's nice, but it's not huge in my opinion. But
There's
listen,
not way it goes, man. There's not
you
way it
lot
goes.
know. You lot know. I can't talk about this, right? Is it as big as people are making out?
Sounds like cheating to me. I can't lie.
It is a big deal. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to be doing is going, like, for example, we're having to go to Real Madrid for the second leg. When we went there first, like 2-2, and then went to the Etihad and battered them, it was a massive difference, like I say. So yeah, I think it is a mad. I don't know what. It's a bit of a mad advantage, that, to be fair.
It's a bit too much, don't you think?
Yeah, it is.
It makes the league phase. It makes the league phase more, I guess.
Bro,
There's something to
More
chase.
serious.
I think that's a lot. I'm not even saying that just because Arsenal's up there. I think that's a lot. Like, I get it being for the next round, like the first knockout round you're in, but then after that, it should just be free for all.
No, I like it.
That's mad.
Cool. Next one in. Members, big up. Josuke, today come on. Happy birthday, my bro. Big 30 as well. Love for the love as always because you're always supporting the community here, the channel, the show. So hopefully you have a blessed 30th, my brother. He says, I'm blessed for this journey in life and it's ending the day well, watching the Big Six. Cheers to you guys. Love for the love. Come on. Enjoy. Many more to come as well. Hope you and the family are well. Gutam says, question to everyone. Who would you take, Barcola or Rodrigo? I think it's a good question. Barcola's probably been the better of the two over the last 18 months, maybe 12 months, 18 months. But I think Rodrigo's probably shown it. I can't even say higher level. Barcola's had moments Champions League too.
Yeah, Rodrigo for me, that's my boy.
I think Rodrigo's just got that little bit more unpredictability.
Yeah. Brazilian tax. This one from Harsh Nakes in Turkish. Cook this bald fraud. Ars fell out with Rodri injury last year, but overlooking Saliba Gabriel injuries and all of a sudden found his voice 2 points back. Come on, you Gunners.
Yeah, Rodri's got a Ballon d'Or, mate. Them two bums have got fuck all between them.
You know when I know a super chat's gonna get something out, Steve.
Damn.
I love it.
The best mode says, anyone looking forward to the time where derby? Probably top 10 fierce derbies in the UK. I am, but I'm upset that it's the same time as Palace City because I'm gonna be watching that. I think Sunderland Newcastle should be like the 5:30 kickoff on Saturday.
The scheduling this weekend.
Absolutely.
Why is Burnley Fulham 5:30 on a Saturday? Burnley Fulham.
Bro, even Arsenal Wolves, who gives a shit? Like, why is that 8 p.m.?
8 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got that horribly wrong, man. It's sharing a time slot with 3 other games at the same time on.
And it's the first one for years, isn't it?
Yeah.
Years.
It's crazy, man. But it's that multi-view, isn't it? Sky multi-view. I think they're trying to promote that, isn't it?
Saeed, what games you covering?
Probably all of them.
Yeah, I'm tuning
on the Sunday. Yeah, there's 3 good games: City, Tottenham, and then that one there.
Villa West Ham's a good game on Sunday as well. To be fair, I think.
Was it Villa West Ham as well?
Yeah, Villa's going up to not Upton, Olympic Stadium.
Last one I got here from Scalacci 93 saying, no, it's different level of players, but when Haaland joined City, they initially adapted to him, played to his strengths. Over time, he's adapted to City. Fair.
I think Haaland's worth adapting to. You can't say the same with your coach. Let's not do that. That's an absolutely outrageous fucking comparison. Hold on.
I'm so glad someone said it.
Are we just gonna let that fly? We're gonna adapt to your careers at
27? It was the end of the show. Everyone was just like, you know what? Let's wrap this up. Don't worry, man. Yeah.
27 from the Portuguese league. We're just gonna adapt. But we're gonna compare with Haaland, who was putting up record numbers in the Bundesliga with Dortmund. Oh my God, doing champion. No, Lord Jesus. God damn.
No,
let that slide because he's a Jokeres defender. So he's got to let it slide. Me?
No, I mean, listen, adaptation is a beautiful thing in life. Everyone must adapt at some stage. And on that note, people, we're gonna wrap it up here. Wise words, wisdom to end Big Six. Jokeres, keep your head up. Wolves, hat trick, please. Fuad, I love for coming on, my brother, as always, man.
Always, man. Come on, pleasure, brother.
When I tell you people he's doing content, he's really doing content. So make sure you go over there, subscribe to Fuad's channel, and obviously the rest of our channels are there in the description below. Show some love individually. Hit the like button on the way out. Hype the video on the way out. We'll be back Monday night, 10:30. It's another late one. United playing again. But listen, heading in, I think that's the last of the late ones. Listen, don't quote me on that. Let me not lie. We'll see. Subscribe, notification bell on.
He's delaying us on the 20. Remember on the 21st, he's delaying us as well with his 8 p.m. fucking Boxing Day kickoff or something.
No,
bro, what's
what? No. What?
21st, you're 8 p.m. because you're doing the watch along. Remember here, and then 26th, you're playing Boxing Day. You're the only team as well. You're mad.
We're on Friday though.
Yeah.
What time are we doing the show?
I'm just saying,
you're Friday. But Friday's Boxing Day. Yeah.
Yeah, Boxing Day. So yeah.
I don't know what they're doing with United's fixtures, but
it's what did they say? Hate the dog, never ignored.
Where you going?
Coming the world, man.
Where you going, Grizz?
I just want to.
Yeah, where you going, Grizz, man? I'm trying to find Issa.
Before we go, I just want to ask. You know, chicken wings. How do you like them? Crispy or the ones that peel off the bone, soft?
Crispy and off the bone.
Yeah.
The real question should be drum or
flat.
Well, can I ask you a question? Why do you want to know that?
Because I'm gonna wherever you choose, I'm choosing. I'm going to get some right now. Look, got change.
I thought you was going to. I thought you was going to.
Man's got change.
Bro, you're going to the ticket shop like that.
Both of them.
You know, at secondary school, you start.
£8.
Is that Liverpool's budget? Is that Liverpool's budget? It's January transfer window.
Man, where's the chicken wings?
Grizz, it looks like you've been playing money up the wall today, and that's your winnings, bro.
Yeah, you've been playing pat ball, bro.
Do I say congratulations or do I pay your invoice early this month? I don't know.
Chicken wings. End the show. Chicken wings.
Hey, listen.
I love people.
I ain't seen change in a minute.
Above. Bronze coin. I ain't seen that for time, man.
It's
Cash for society. We move.
Oh, you see that meme? Oh, you see that meme? Oh, you see that meme? You know when that guy goes into the thing and he says, "Here's 50p." You know that one?
Yeah. Have you lot? Nah. Have you lot seen when that guy goes to the Turkish off license to pay a fine, and the guy gives him £1,000 in coins, and the guy goes, "I'm not taking this," and the Turkish guy is flipping. Have you not seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Money is money, Lon. He's just flipping at him, bro. I'm gonna send you that link. I search money is money, Lun, LAN.
Yeah.
And then go over to
I need to see that.
and obviously loose cannons. Love for the love, people. We're back. When we're back, peace.
Peace.